Hi, everybody, for Newsday and Newsday.com. I'm Daysi Calavia Robertson, and today I'm hanging out with Maddie and Stefan. No, sorry, Stefan. Say your name, say your name, say your name.
Stefan and Maddie.
Everyone is always messing up his name, so I want to make sure that he gets to say it right. Well, so these two bearded brothers are running a business here in West Babylon on Long Island. It's a beard business. And they also make men's grooming products, a whole product line. They're going to tell us all about it, and I'm very excited to be with them because I'm currently working on a piece for LI Business about the beard industry, and especially the beard industry here on Long Island. So now I'm going to switch it over to them, and I'm going to ask them a few questions, and they're going to show us around their, what they call the Holy Black Trading Company compound. So if you want to give us the tour, Maddie, I'll give you the microphone. So 1 second, I'm going to switch it over to him.
Okay.
Here you go. 1 second.
Mic check, 1, 2. All right, so if you look over here, this is one of the first things we developed when we moved in. This is our little barbershop area where we have barbers from all over the island come down and do cuts.
Well, introduce your friend, since he's in the shot.
This is Joe Bad. This is one of the Holy Black barbers. What's up, everybody? His Instagram is @JoeBad, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, JoeBad.
And again, he's one of our buddies, and we bring all barbers from all over Long Island come down, and we kind of just freestyle. We do a lot of events here where we have motorcycles and cars come out. We always have a barber here just cutting hair, and just kind of for the whole fun of it, lifestyle. It's not like a paid barbershop where you come in or set appointments. It's more of something where we just kind of enjoy doing. But this is our little barbershop corner, and then barbershop also turns into a little movie theater. See, we got the little drop-down screen. Yeah. Don't make her set the mood. You want to hit the party lights? Show them the party lights.
There's an arcade game over here.
We got the party switch in case you want to.
There's a little bar area.
Yeah, so the bar, a little kitchenette. We got our little shop station over here. We got our old Model A delivery. This is the skateboard ramp, yes. In case you, this car we use to deliver pomade to our barbershops and all the other products that we sell.
So it actually works.
Yeah, no, we drive this every day to and
you took it running or something.
Yeah, I took it into the, oh yeah, you can press the up button. I took this into the woods last week and just kind of, when it was raining, and did a little mud. But usually, we use it to go to our barbershops and do deliveries. We go to the post office with it and stuff like that.
And it seems like this is like the Holy Black Man Cave.
Yeah, we spend about 18 hours a day here, so we kind of turned it into a spot where we don't really go home ever.
Shout out Redbeard Coffee.
Yeah, it's a local coffee company, Redbeard Coffee. It's a nitro brew, and it's delicious.
So talk to me about this wheel that you have back there.
What we do is we go live on Instagram and Facebook, and we kind of, whoever comes into the chat, we'll spin the wheel and we'll give stuff away. So we'll put people, you want to give something away? So we'll put people's name on the wheel. We'll put out all sorts of prizes. Other Long Island companies donate prizes and stuff, and we just give stuff away, pretty much just to create media and have a good time, But we set this whole place up to kind of do always creating media. So we're always
Okay, so what did the person just win?
Well, I didn't have any prizes out, but if I did, they might win a straight razor or some pomade or some beard oil or Marky Mark. I think that's one of the followers that was there last time. We just never erased the board.
Those are the people's names.
Yeah, people's names. So their name will come up and they'll win a prize. Then they'll spin again. We give away gift cards and stuff like that. If you look over here, this is all limited edition products we came out with, different shaving soaps and aftershaves and tonics and EDT, beard oils, all sorts of stuff like that.
Why don't you take some out so people can really get to see them
All right.
up close?
Don't mind if I do. This is Lavender Creeper, which was a aftershave that has a cooling agent in it, so that's why it's called Creeper. After you put it on, it starts to come really cold on your face after you apply it.
Nice
and
packaging.
Thank you. This is the matching shaving soap. So what we do is we do a lot of
collections.
What we'll do is we'll do small batch projects with only like 100 pieces, and we have our standard products on the website that people could buy, but we do this just to kind of, this is what we really enjoy and love doing, what we've been doing since day one. Is just.
Can you see that one? I think it says Aftershave Splash.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is called Decadence.
Beautiful name.
Okay, and so these bottles, how much would one of those products cost?
This one right here, I believe, sold for $45.
And how many ounces is it?
That's an 8-ounce bottle.
And the Lavender Creeper?
Lavender Creeper is an 8-ounce bottle as well, and that's sold, I think, for a little more.
Those sold, saying about $40, but then on eBay, those are selling for $300.
Yeah, on eBay right now, they're selling for like $350 because they're so limited, and we only made so many of them. Yeah.
And so how often do you come out with these limited edition collections?
Usually once every 2 months. We're working on a couple right now. We always have something we're releasing, in addition to our standard products that we have on the website, which is our pomade, our aftershaves, our shaving stuff, our beard stuff. We have pretty much a full line of men's grooming products. So anything that you would need, we sell a lot to barbershops and stuff like that, but as well as direct-to-consumer on theholyblack.com. If you want, I can show you the lab where we make a lot of the products.
Do that. Let's go there now.
Showing the lab. It's where the magic happens right here, people. So if you come in here, this is kind of where we do a lot of product development. These are all different scents, different smells, the different things that we do.
I'm going to pause 1 second and say something. I just want to say it smells so good in here.
It does smell good.
Like, it smells amazing. I don't know exactly if it's a combination of all these smells that you see here on these little plastic shelves that they have. But it smells great. So if you come down here, you definitely want to come into this room where he said this is where the magic happens.
Yeah, it's magical.
So you definitely get to see exactly where these products are being made. A lot of companies, you know, they manufacture in New York,
right, well,
or they manufacture in Germany.
Well, it's real easy. You know, you can find a manufacturer and you put like a name on it and stuff like that. But we sit here, we make all of our own products. We go through the formulations room over and over until they're perfect. It's just something we've always been doing, and it slowly just kind of turned into a company.
And when you say that you've always been doing, when did you start doing this?
Well, really, when we were younger, our whole family, it comes from the barber industry, and so we inherited straight razors and aftershaves and all sorts of stuff like that from our grandfathers, and we've been trying to recreate and make like these old aftershaves that we were able to find in like their old medicine cabinets and stuff. And
like just kind of smelling it and saying like,
yeah, like we smelled it. Like for example, like our grandfather's old bay rum that we loved and we couldn't find again because it was this old glass bottle. So we went out and we bought every type of bay rum scent you could find. We bought bay leaves. We did all sorts of things. We just kept on concocting all sorts of different things. And until we feel like we got it right. And then that's how one of our first Bay Whiskey Lime scent came out. We made Bay Whiskey Lime aftershave. And like our thing was we made...
and you did this all together?
Yeah. It was actually, my brother started the company about 4 years ago, almost as like a hobby. He was making aftershaves for friends. He made an Etsy store and stuff like that.
So you started this?
He is...
Sort of like
so
2
how
years
did
ago.
Tell us how you started to sell, like the first time you sold one of your products. What was that like?
I gave a lot of it away, and then people would come back and say, I want to get more, so I would make more for them. And then I made a little Etsy shop online, and you know, I sold a few here and there, and then it got really, really busy, and it went crazy. So I called my brother up because he's like the business guy, and I'm like the, you know, I'm like the creative type. And so he came on board, and he's like, let's blow this whole thing out. So we built this place, and we built a lab, and so I can make, you know, develop products and then bring them to market. And we're just coming up with all sorts of new ideas.
So all the experimenting is done by you two?
Yes, we do all the experimentation.
Not only do we only do experiment, we do everything. We do shipping, we do manufacturing, we do fulfillment,
design, you name it.
Every single thing.
It's just the two of us, so
in-house.
Yeah.
We have friends that come by, and we have a girl that works for us every once in a while. But all the development and everything gets pretty much done by the two of us.
And what did you guys do before this? Before you started this business?
I have a computer background, and he's a serial entrepreneur, right? I mean,
yeah, I have music studios that we rent out, and what we did is I took him from our mother's basement where he was making all sorts of crazy stuff, and we put him in a music studio.
Oh, I think we have to use... Thank you, Alyssa. We have to make the microphone a little bit closer because I think people can't hear us otherwise. So just maybe like, I'll hold it.
Right, really get in there.
Like that.
Okay, so pretty much, I own music studios for the past 5 years, and what we did is when we were originally starting this company, we started out in our mom's basement where we were making stuff, and we moved into one of our studio rooms that we were renting, and we started in there, and then we got into a bit bigger studio room until the point where we were actually getting some traction, and then we were able to build out this facility. So it was kind of like a slow process. Everything has been organic. You know, we didn't start with a big budget or anything like that. So
I think I started the whole company with like $100.
yeah. Yeah, it's been a completely organic growth, and the best part about it is like we're having a blast every second. All we're doing is doing what we did every day anyway, and kind of putting a brand behind it. You know, we just creating media, having fun, and doing what we always did. So it's a pretty cool thing to do.
So I have one question. You know, this is for Ally Business, for the business section of Newsday. So I wanted to know, the first year when you guys were getting started, if you have any recollection of how many bottles you sold, or how many products, and what was that revenue like as opposed to what that revenue is like today, that the beard craze, to call it something, the beard craze, the beard trend has exploded.
I mean, the first year that we were doing this was, like I said, it was hobby level stuff. So maybe if I sold 500 bottles of aftershave and beard oil and things like that, it would be a good year. And now, you know, we would do that in a month, you know, easily. It is people, you know, men started growing beards and they started grooming them because you don't want to look homeless. And then they started using hair pomade, and, you know, they get back into the old school shaving, and men are starting to get into grooming now. And it's the biggest growing industry in the country right now. I think 67% of men right now are wearing some type of beard and buying some type of grooming products for them. So it's the biggest growing trend right now. So we're trying to get behind it and keep it rolling and keep it building it, you know?
Yeah, and even on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, just beards and like man buns and stuff kind of hit like a all-time high. But, you know, people are starting to convert back into a complete opposite, where a lot of people are starting to get into shaving and wet shaving and old school traditional shaving with straight razors, and, you know, and that's a whole nother side of our business that we really started in, was the whole shaving thing. He kind of brought beard stuff on because of me. I was like, gotta make me a beard oil, you know, but really he comes from a shaving industry, and most of our products are shaving oriented. So, you know, it's not just beards, it's just men's grooming as a whole, you know.
Really growing.
You know, it's just been growing exponentially. So
all right, guys. So, do you want to show me a little bit of like the process here when?
Well, this is the professor. I don't. This isn't my department,
right.
so
Okay,
he might have to put a. He might have to put a.
No.
Yeah, come on. I think you're gonna need to put a lab coat on.
I mean, really, what we're doing is we're choosing fragrances based on what we're trying to create. So, like right now, we're working on some fall fragrances that are going to come out for. We have a Halloween soap and aftershave splash that are coming out, and then we also do the beard oil in the same fragrance. So what I'll do is these are all in certain order, and I'll pull down what I'm gonna be possibly working in. Maybe something with apples or sage or something. Here's one right here called fall leaves, you know, things like that. And, you know, we have fragrances that smell like ham and cheese sandwiches, you know, ramen noodles up to dark chocolate. And
are those popular?
No, not at all. They're actually disgusting. So here, let's
Is that meant so that the girlfriend or the wife can be like, I want to eat your beard?
Yeah, you smell like a ham sandwich.
Why don't
Why don't you smell that? Yeah, flip that around.
All right, one second.
It's called ham and cheese sandwich. Oh, that's dead on. Dead on.
Yeah, I don't think
That's dead on. We're gonna make
react that way when my husband comes.
You want us to make a beard oil for him out of that fragrance? We can get it going right now.
Why don't you let it smell our traditional? Is this it? Yeah. Oh no, this is dark rum.
There's a big bucket of it.
Right here.
Don't let me.
This is what our flagship scent. Yeah, just take a whiff of that.
Oh.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's
See,
like.
that's what I'm talking about.
This is what's in all of our products.
Because that smells nasty.
Yeah.
That smells like.
And that's based on old
like
barbershop
pine or
products.
like
Yeah.
lumberjack. I don't know. Something like really manly.
Something delicious.
Not like a ham sandwich.
No, you don't want to smell like a ham sandwich. You know, we do all the product development here, and then in the next room over, we do all of our design work, and the real bones of our whole company is really the online presence. We have an e-commerce website. We sell mostly direct to consumer, and we're in there doing design, and we're in there doing sales, and we're in there finding new avenues. And I mean, and then we also, like I said, we have Joe out there ready to do a little cutting. So you want to show her the office, and then we'll get some cutting going.
Yeah.
I'd also like you guys to talk a little bit about the Long Island Beard and Mustache Society, just because I found it online, and that was one of the ways that I found you guys. Through that Facebook group, I found postings of
Can you talk about that? I don't know too much.
Yeah, I mean, my buddy Tony really is one of the guys who's really active in that group, and so when we first relaunched the company with Maddie, we invited them all down, and I didn't really know that many of them. I knew a couple of guys, and they helped us film a big video on YouTube. What's our YouTube channel? YouTube.com.
YouTube/The Holy Black New York.
The Holy Black New York YouTube channel. And that first video that's on there, they came down to a barbershop that we had a buddy of ours let us use, and a friend of ours shot the video, and they all came down, and we cut off a bunch of people's beards, and we made a big old video for it. And ever since then, we've been going to their events, and we try to support them, and they always support us. They buy a lot of product, and you know, a couple of the guys take product and bring it to shows and sell it. And they're just a really good bunch of guys, and they're really into their beards. And I think they just did the Coney Island Beard and Mustache Show, and they do all the competitions. Big shout out to Paul. He's got a big white beard, and he wins like every competition. The guy's a beast out there. And
Paul Burke, right?
Yeah, Paul Burke. The guy he's out there really. He's like the guy you always see in the pictures when they show.
Santa Claus look like a woman.
Yeah, he really does. So those guys, big shout out to them.
All right. Thank you so much for talking to us about the Long Island Beard and Mustache Society. Because, you know, there might be a lot of guys out there that have beards and they're really into this scene, but they don't know that there's groups like that, and they don't know that there's events like that. Yeah. So this is a resource for you guys to come and meet these cool dudes, get some products, grooming products, beard oil, pomade, whatever you may need, and make some new friends. So it's pretty cool. That's why I wanted to talk about that. But now I think it's time for you to sit in the hot seat. So we're going to do that now.
I'll do some straight race and shit.
Yeah, 1 second. I'm going to follow him now. So if you want to hold it and no.
Yeah. Oh, it does record. Okay. Because told me last
So
time.
this is our barber in residence?
Yes. Hi, I'm Joe. Joe Bad on Instagram. How's it going?
Joe Bad.
Joe Bad, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a good
What is that about?
Well,
You're supposed to be a good barber.
It is. It's supposed to be a good thing, but it was just, you know, first three initials of my last name is Bad. So my whole
what's your
life,
last
everyone
name?
just called me Bad. Bottolato.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it was easier to just say Joe Bad.
Yeah, even my teachers, they were just like, hey, Joe Bad? Like, sure, because they were not trying to pronounce my last name, even though it's not that crazy. My mom's maiden name, on the other hand, that's something fun you're going to try to pronounce.
What is it? You have to tell us now.
Yorete Goyena.
Oh, I can't. Yorete Gorena.
Goyena.
Goyena. All right, so how'd you get into barbering?
Crazy. I honestly didn't think I was just going to be a barber out of nowhere. And I had a friend come to me. He's like, do you want to try like a new skill? I wanted to be in a touring band, and I couldn't find a job that would let me leave all the time. So he's like, you could be a barber, and you can tour, and you can see the world and do whatever you want, and you always have a job when you come home. I was like, all right. So I showed a little interest in it, and then like I fell in love with it. Like,
but how did you learn? So one day you're just like, okay, well, it's good for my schedule, so I'll just be a barber.
So I had my friend Chris Ballas. He picked me up and he apprenticed me and showed me how to cut hair, and we worked at a shop together in Kings Park, which is no longer there anymore. And yeah, from then on, it's just been a crazy thing. Like never in a million years did I think I'd just become a barber or like want to do hair, but now I love it. I love doing it. I love giving people their identity. That's a whole different like world. Like before you're a barber, then when you're after a barber, it's like you don't look at other people's identity like that. It's like now I can make you who you are based off of what you want, not like what other people think you should look like, you know?
That's deep. We're getting deep here.
Heavy stuff here.
So what do you have to say about this trend? You know, I was talking to your buddies here, and they're telling me how it's grown so much in the past 4 years that they've had this business.
Yeah.
From a barber standpoint, what are you seeing? Do you think the beard trend is going downhill? Do you see it still? It has room to grow. What do you think?
It's thriving. Like everyone wants a beard, and the people who can't grow it, they want a beard too. So they're hey, you know what? And
Those are called girls, right? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Fired. Wow. It's I mean, it's cool. Like, I mean, it's a part of having a beard is being able to be okay with that middle stage of like, you kind of look like crap a little bit right now, but once you get to that magnificent area of where you want to be, like, look at this. He's like a majestic creature in front of me, and I didn't even have to pay to see this guy. It's awesome.
I've also heard that in that middle stage, it really itches. Men complain that it itches, that they get bumps. So what type of products do you recommend for someone that's in that weird stage?
Like beard oil. Beard oil will help out 100%. Like the snake oil, actually. Boop, boop. Got some snake oil right here. I even use this as a pre-shave. This is mostly good for really pre-shaves. So whenever I do like his top lines or any of the bottom lines, I always like to put it on. But it's good. It keeps the moisture in the beard. It keeps it nice and shiny looking. It keeps it healthy. You don't want to just like leave it dry because like when you have long hair, it's crazy maintenance, right? You guys need to get like certain hair products for it.
There's split ends.
Exactly. So like same thing with the beard. When it starts growing and getting to that point, it's just sitting there, just like dying. You want to try to keep it revitalized. You want to keep some kind of oil in it to keep that moisture in. You don't want to just let it dry out and just like start flaking. You know, guys start scratching and it looks like they just snowing all over their shirts. Like, yeah, it sucks. You don't want to deal with that.
You have to take care of it and keep it well maintained.
Exactly. With great beard comes great responsibility. I'm telling you, it's just how it is. Like, and
a whole line of products. So I have a question. That tiny bottle, this one, the snake oil, how many milliliters is this, or ounces?
About 30 milliliters, 1 ounce.
Okay, 1 ounce. And how much does it cost?
It depends on the size of your beard. Oh, how much?
Yeah, how much does it cost?
No, it's $18.99.
And it lasts about
2 months.
2 months. Okay, all right.
Also, quick little thing to people who put beard oil in their hair, do not put it in every single day. I know people put like a ton of it in their beard and like all over their hands and like smash it in there all day. Like if you're doing it like twice a day, you're probably going to start breaking out on your face eventually. But like not with this stuff. Like
so it should be like a dime size amount.
It's just like if you keep covering your face in oil, you're gonna clog your pores and stuff. So like you don't want to do that. So put in always. I'd say like at least twice to 3 times a week, throw that stuff in there, or essentially whenever you want it. Just don't overuse it a lot. A lot of people are starting to do that, and they're like, oh, my face is starting to feel weird. I'm like, you don't want it to be oily because you don't want to cover it in oil.
Overkill with the beard oil.
A lot of beard oils have oils in them that are commatogenically clog pores, so you have to be careful.
What ingredients are in the beard oil that year?
What I'll do with the snake oil is, because it acts as a good pre-shave oil, is I'll put it on a little high, and then I'll do my lines of my beard with the oil instead of using like a lather or a shaving cream, and then I'll rub the excess into my beard, so it kind of works as like a that's why it's called snake oil. It's like a multi-purpose grooming oil. It's a pre-shave oil, it's a beard oil, but it works really well if you use it for either one.
Okay, great. So let's let the master get to work. If you want to tell us what exactly you're doing to Maddie and what are some of the, common or the most popular treatments that men come to you and say, please do this to my beard, or...
Most of the time when people come to me with their beard, they don't have any knowledge about it. They're kind of just new about it. So they're just like, hey, just make this look majestic. I'm like, I got you, don't worry about it. So there's just like little things that you're not going to be able to like know yourself. Like there's like some extra stuff out here that you want to like take down a little bit. Like it's hard to really explain until you really just get in there and just feel the love of the beard at the same time. So what I'm going to start doing with him is usually everyone grows that hair up here. Sometimes people grow it all the way up to their eyes and they don't want that. So they want a nice, clean, crisp line around here. So I'll put some of the snake oil on there and go at it with the razor. But first I like to go at it with my trimmer so we can at least take down some of it so you're not just ripping hair off of your face. So let me actually make this higher because I am a ginormous human being. Thank you, Mom and Dad. It's electric, watch. Oh, other way. Electric chairs. Boom, here we goes all by himself. I'm not even pumping. This is great. So, here, put your head back for me.
I'm sorry if I'm in your way, but I just want people to
It's
hear
it's completely fine.
explanations of
I'm
what you're
I'm
doing.
used to it. So pretty much, you just wanna make a nice, clean, crisp line right here. You don't want to go too low. You don't want them to have a chin strap. I mean, some people are into chin straps. If you're still stuck in 2006. But yeah, so you don't want a chin strap. You want to try to keep it as high and natural as possible. You don't want to go too crazy and leave it too high to where it looks a little spotty. But you want to like leave it a little nice. But you want to clean that up with a straight razor, because to me, I don't know about to you guys, but I could see a little bit of imperfection. I don't want imperfection. I want perfect. So take a little bit of my snake oil. It is so hot. So I put a little bit of snake oil on there. Put it right on there. Let's get it in real nice.
Smells delicious.
Smells delicious.
Is that the peanut butter and jelly one?
Oh, wow. We're going to start going vape flavors on these now? All right, so now we're just going to clean it up with the straight razor. I love that little crunch noise. You guys can't hear that on the microphone. Is that Sennheiser? It's not. It's a,
Gemini.
that little crunch. See, now, another big thing about beards that's really cool for men is that it's very therapeutic when they're getting their beard done. So that scent of the snake oil does help when you don't think it does, but it really does. You get in there, get that line in there real nice and smooth like. And it's just relaxing. I've had so many people fall asleep in my chair when I'm doing their beard. Don't you do it on
You
me.
have a blade like that to their face and they fall asleep.
You know, when you trust someone, you might as well trust them fully or not at all, especially when they have a straight razor to your face. But, so we'll clean that up just a little bit. I go over everything real nice.
You're like the Bob Ross of beards right now.
Oh, just, I mean, I've got some happy trees in here. This is a nice happy tree right here if you want to get Bob Rossi with it. But, yeah.
You're next, Daysi.
Joey Bad, one of the best.
Who said that? Joey Fusco?
Yeah.
Mr. Fusco. How you doing, bud? Yeah. So now it's a lot nicer and a lot cleaner. And the cool thing about it is my blade with the snake oil applied to it is not going to stick to his face and like rip out hairs. Because I've seen a lot of people where they just get their face like dry shaved, where they don't put anything on it at all. Maybe they'll put like a little bit of water, and you'll see like redness all over the place. There's no redness. It's all still smooth, and it's just real nice and clean line. Yeah.
Or blood.
Yeah. You don't want to do that. That means you try again. Try again. So we're going to do it to the other side now, too. Let me spin you this way a little bit. Mr. Beautiful, Mr. Majestic. I'm going to come up with a sweet nickname for you, buddy.
One thing that I also noticed is that you guys have a lot of merch.
Yes, we do.
The Holy Black Trading Co.
We pretty much put our brand on everything.
I see there's shirts, there's hats, you know. That's another way, is that another way that you guys are making revenue with the merchandise?
Yeah, what we do is we pretty much have a whole lifestyle behind our brand where it's not just, we're not just selling grooming products. There's a whole way of living that most of our consumers live by, and we do sell a lot of apparel. We have T-shirts, we have 5-panel hats, we sell keychains, we sell shop rags. You know, we do just like our products that we do limited edition. We do a lot of limited edition apparel as well. So every month we come out with a different shop rag design, and you know, we release new T-shirts today. So you can see all of that at theholyblack.com. There's all of the apparel that we sell, and along with all of our products.
So how would you describe that lifestyle that you're selling? Like, what is the Holy Black Trading Company lifestyle?
If I had a dollar for every time someone said, "What is the Holy Black?"
What is it?
It's pretty much for the everyday man that American traditional, it's American traditional hot rods, American traditional tattoos, American traditional barbering. It's like old school American, we work on our old cars. We're always like if you come to one of our events, you see there's skateboarders, there's barbers, there's guys doing burnouts, there's guys doing wheelies on Harleys. It's just like I don't know how could you put a good word on it as
There's like some nostalgia to Americana.
Yeah, we're just doing what we always do, and now we're making videos and selling T-shirts but this is just the way that we.
Our lifestyle. Yeah. I don't know if there's a name for it, but this is
it's a growing community with the Holy Black that I've seen. I've seen like just a bunch of people repping their stuff, and that's how I got interested in it. I started seeing all the artwork and how serious they took everything, and it's a very similar lifestyle to like how I like to live and like how I see things. So I wanted to come down and meet the guys, and when I came down and I met these two, it was just like it's a match made in heaven. These guys are awesome.
Chemistry.
And chemistry in the other room.
Oh, see? Puns intended. All right, guys. Well, while he's finishing that, I'm going to wrap it up, but I do want you guys to stay tuned because there's a lot more to this story. I'm going to be doing more videos, more reporting. You're going to hear more from the Holy Black Trading Company. You're also going to meet some other barbers on Long Island and some other small companies that are making artisan beard products. So I want you to stay tuned, and if you like this video, share it. Follow the guys. Follow Joe Bad. And let us know what you think. Do you have a beard? What products do you use? Let us know. I would love to hear your comments. And once again, for Newsday and Newsday.com, I'm Daysi Calavia Robertson. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.